staying safe at home, wearing face masks while going out, washing and sanitizing hands, and also maintaining some personal hygiene practices. So today I'm back with another eye makeup look where I'll be showing guys how I created this classic rose gold eye makeup. Like you can create this look when you go for some party or some weddings. So if you want to know how I created this look, please continue watching. Okay, so let's start with the makeup. So the first step is to use a primer. For primer, I have this Maybelline New York Master Prime Primer. We use a primer so that our makeup stands for a long time and also creates a protection layer on our skin so that the product doesn't harm our skin. So I'm just putting a little bit in my hands and then like this. And I'm just spreading it and then going in my face like this. So today as we're using a rose gold shade, it's a little bit of shimmery and glittery texture. So we'll be doing our eye makeup first and then going with our base makeup. So first let's create a base for our eyes. For that I'm using this L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Concealer. So I'm just placing a little bit in my lid like this. And I'm using a mini beauty blender and then blending it. Make sure that the beauty blender is wet. Okay, so once that is done, we'll be setting our concealer with a loose powder, and for that I'm using the Sugar's loose powder. I'm just taking a little bit and then placing it on my lids and then blending it with a brush. Okay, so once that is done, for creating today's makeup look, I'll be using this Makeup Revolution Patricia Bright eyeshadow. So this eyeshadow palette has such a beautiful shades, like you can just see how beautiful these shades look. So today we'll be using this. So first I'll be using a transition shade, and for that I'm using a shade called Biggest Fan from this palette and then going on my entire lid. Now I'm taking my small blending brush, dipping in the shade called Booked and Busy and then going on my crease line. Blend it nicely so that there are no harsh lines. So now I'm taking one shade darker, and that is Pure Soul, and then going just below the crease line and then blending it. Okay, so as this is a cut crease look, concealer is really very important. So I'm using my L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Concealer in an angular brush and then going on my entire lid. Okay, So once that is done, I'll be just blending it a little bit with a beauty blender. Okay, so now it's time to add rose gold shade. So dipping it in the shade called Perfection and then just placing it in my inner lid. Okay, so once that is done, now I'm taking my blending brush, dipping in the shade called Pure Soul and then going in my outer corner. I'm just blending it nicely with the rose gold shade. You can just see how I'm blending it. Blend it nicely in this part. Okay, so once that is done, I'm taking my big patting brush, dipping it in the same shade and then going in my lower lid. Okay, so once that is done, I'm taking my chamber smooth on liner and then going on my upper lid. I'm just making a thin line. Okay, so once that is done, I'll be just finishing off this look with a mascara. For mascara, I'm using this MAC False Lash Extreme Black Mascara. So you can follow the same step on your other eye as well. Okay, now to remove the eyeshadow in our primer, I'll be using a wet wipe and then just removing it. Make sure you take everything. Okay, so as we removed, some primer might have been gone. So I'm taking a primer again and just giving it a little bit of touch up. I'm just in the place where I removed the excess eyeshadow. Moving on is foundation. And for foundation, I have this MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC42. Okay, as this foundation is little bit thick, I'll be using 2 drops of argan oil. Now I'll be just placing some dots on my face. Okay, blending it. Okay, so once that is done, now I'll be putting a little bit of concealer under my eyes. Make sure that you don't touch the eyeshadow. Just under my eyes, around my mouth, base of my nose, and in the forehead so that it highlights. Now I'll be blending it with my beauty blender. Okay, so once that is done, I'll be setting my base with a loose powder, and I'm using a sugar loose powder, and I'm using this big fluffy brush. Just putting it on my face and setting it. Don't forget your neck. Okay, so once that's done, as my base is pale now, I'll be just giving some shadows with my Maybelline Sweet Face Blush Contour Palette. So I'll be using this contouring, this brush, and usually when you apply a contour, you should make this face and then apply it. We make this face so that we can see the jaw lines and we can apply the contour in the right place. I'll be applying it in this place as well. Blush. Always when you apply blush, always smile. Okay, so once that is done, we are given some shadows. Now we'll be giving some highlight. For that, I'll be using my Revolution highlighter. I'll be using the same brush. And then going in this place. Now my nose, forehead, chin. So now I'll be lining my lips with this Maybelline's lip liner. And then I'll be filling my lips with this Faces Canada Ultimate Pro lipstick. And then filling it. Hope you guys got an idea how I created this classic rose gold eye makeup. This eye makeup will make your makeup stand out. You can try this tutorial and share pictures in Instagram and tag me. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also press the notification button so that you are notified when I upload a video. Stay safe. Bye.